Let's just jump right back in. Wait, was he supposed to go over here? No. Oh, geez, I just hit my mic. We're to enter Numenon's restricted archives with minimum of fuss. Then we must secure permission from the Forum. First, however, we shall need to enlist a cooperation member to broach the matter on our behalf. Who do you think might be inclined to assist us? Oh, it's the teacher guy. No one springs to mind. What of Staller Montajane? He did come to Graha's defense during the inquiry, after all. 'Tis settled. Let us head... Sorry. Let us head to Phenomenon and see if he's willing to help us once more. He's now accompanying you. Oh, this is the Y'shtola accompanying one. I've always seen this. Locks is locked tight. Let us go, Y'shtola. And in the meantime, while I get ready for more potential cutscenage, I'm gonna get out some more cheese. Trying to play without touching the mouse. Ha! That person tried skipping around it. Oh. I apprenticed to Master Bertoya at the age of 7 and labored under her tutelage for a full decade. I never had a chance to attend the stadium. Or studium, that's right. Neither did Thancred, as I recall. Soon after Master Louis Swad took him in off the streets, he was put in the care of another Archon. His was a rigorous and practical education in the arts of espionage and survival. I sometimes wonder what my life might have been like had I pursued studies here myself. Tea at the last stand of Dave's lecture? Should I wonder as well? That one seemed a little rude. We'll go with the tea. Oh, that does sound lovely. Afternoons with friends spent sipping tea and debating theories. Still, I wouldn't have given up the time with Master Bertoya for the world. Aww. The dark cave I studied in was about as far from the bright, airy halls of academia as one could get, but it was a wondrous, magical childhood nonetheless. Where you at, man? Give me a voiced cutscene. I have cheese to eat. Yo, that's the straight. Oh, that's the maiming top. Oh, it looks so good, dude. Oh, and it's got like the pistols in the side. Dude. Oh, they made it the same, like pretty much the same color. Maybe not the same actually. Yeah, it's still a little off. I hate when they do that. It's like a shade of white that's in between the pure white and the off-white, but oh my gosh, this looks so good. Oh my gosh. Oh, I need to go get every single one of those coats. Ah, visitors, and quite esteemed ones after that. What may I do for you? Pray forgive the intrusion, Scholark. But we were hoping you might help us secure permission to enter Numenon's restricted archives. Oh ho! No fugitive forays into the sacks this time, eh? I applaud this newfound sense of property. Yet, in all this wide world of comparative serenity, what so compels you to disrupt the vault of forbidden wisdom? Oh. Aw, not voiced. Dang it, just as I was pulling out a cracker. Fascinating, I had no idea such a technique existed. I would have been surprised if you had. If my assumption is correct, the research left behind by House Daemer is laid dormant in Sharlayan's archives for many centuries. And if you unearth this research, what then? Surely you don't intend to cross over into the void. That is, in fact, precisely what we intend. To what end, pray tell? To develop a method of traversing the rift. For one, that I might keep my word to a distant friend. Sentiment aside, I have journeyed to the end of existence. I have heard, felt, and thought endlessly about the truth of our world and the echo of its future. And yet I want to understand everything to unravel it all down to the very last secret. What scholar worthy of name wouldn't force open a void gate or two if a grand revelation was the promised reward? Haha, marvelous. An audacious proposal worthy of Master Matoya herself. And after hearing the whims and wherefores, I for one do not believe you would use this knowledge for ill. I see no reason not to present your request to the forum's consideration. Although your petition would be better received if you also had the support of another well-placed acquaintance. Yeah, Master Fortuno, of course. He can hardly ignore an earnest request from his dear children's most treasured comrades. I was hesitant to approach him directly, but there is no denying that having Master Fortuno on our side would tip the balance in our favor. Very well. We will visit the Livier estate and plead our case. Quick bite of cheese. One last thing before you go. I would consider it a personal favor if you might share with me the discoveries you make in the void. My appetite for knowledge is every bit as insatiable as yours, I wager. So if you could see your way to indulging an old man's curiosity. Of course, Stalarg. We will be sure to pass on any revelations. Cheese and crackers power me up. Oh no. That's gonna be annoying. No, stop it. Windows. Don't look at that. You didn't see that. Oh, you're still with me. Dang, I gotta take her all the way across. But yeah, we gotta see what the samurai numbers look like compared to my stuff from last week. At least I have a long walk to eat my cheese and crackers and enjoy this beautiful night with a beautiful cat lady. Only Shirk was on a shorter cooldown. I think it would be smart to put it on a 1 minute cooldown. What's this bunny girl look like? Wild. Ah, Master Byleth, Mistress Justola, how may I be of service? You come to speak with Master Fortuneau. Is he home by any chance? Yes, the Master is in residence. I shall inform him that he has guests. Get to it, Jenkins. Well, well. How's his wife's name pronounced? Emilience? Would invite you inside for tea, but I assume this is not a social visit. You have some matter of import to discuss. Then pray proceed. You have my full attention. Mr. Butler here is going to hear all this and be like, what? These people are crazy. He's going to be against this. Well, I suppose I should praise you for following the proper protocols this time around. Stalar, Monchene, whatever, expressed much the same sentiment. I assume you, well, will not attempt to circumvent the forum's authority again. Or I assure you, unless it is absolutely necessary, of course. Of course. You do understand that the restricted archives are restricted for a good reason, yes? If no pressing need exists, then why risk the consequences of employing this forbidden knowledge? For a brother who misses his sister, she was his guardian and his friend, a selfless hero who crossed the rift between worlds to save her homeland from horror and suffering. But the brother has given up on thoughts of reunion. He spends his efforts elsewhere, watching over a people yet healing from the flames of the final days, loyal to his duty while betraying the longing in his heart. 'Tis no vital mission, perhaps, reuniting these siblings, but it feels a worthy cause to pursue, all the same. As one who feared losing his own loved ones, spent years in research to prevent it, surely you appreciate how painful such a separation must be. Ooh. What a convincing argument. Reflections are still very much a mystery to us. Offering to share your experience in the first should constitute a fair exchange for our cooperation. Yeah. Do not celebrate just yet, the forum must still be convinced. I will add your request to the list of today's deliberations, and deliver the decision to you at the Baldassian Annex. I'm guessing this is where the MSQ will pause until the next patch. It has that feeling that it's coming up. It's either going to be while they go over that information and debate about it and decide like, hey, is that cool or not? And then we'll come back afterwards after they've debated over it. Or they're going to give us access and pass, and it's going to take them a long time to like find the information and study it outright. That's my guess. Oh, whoa. No. My doggy is barking. No. 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 Do not bark. Oh my gosh. Give me a sec. Okay, he's settled. What am I doing here? Right here. That was fast. So, what did the forum decide? To put it bluntly, Master Pretoria has burned some bridges here in Sharlayan and salted the earth for good measure. When it became clear that her student was the petitioner in question, well, no few members voiced their discontent. Then the chamber was reminded, in no uncertain terms, I might add, of the incredible debt we owe you and your companions. He was the one who spoke up. That served to silence the grumbles and stiffen a few spines, and it was agreed that allowing you entry to the archives was the least we could do in return. That is wonderful news. Thank you both for speaking on our behalf. Yes, well, as I am sure you are aware, the permission was not extended lightly. Forbidden knowledge is to be treated with the utmost caution, and there will be repercussions if it is not. I wish you well in your endeavor and bid you a good day. Ever the same, that one. Uncompromising, aye. But that very stoicism is exactly what Sharlayan needed to guide it through not one but two exoduses. That went rather well, I think. As a child, I dreamed up any number of themes for getting my hands on those forbidden tomes. Now I can simply walk in through the door. Our focus will be on finding House Diamir's research notes, of course, but the thought of so much knowledge at my disposal has me feeling a little giddy. You'll hand directly to the archives here, I presume. You presume correctly. Then you want to speak with the index page when you arrive. It's been instructed to grant you access to the restricted section. Excellent. Once again, thank you for all your help. Oh, it's my pleasure, believe me. May you find the knowledge you seek. Shall we? Oh, she's following me again. I have to keep an eye on Discord, though, to see when we're getting together. Seems like another opportune moment for more cheese. I think the set of instructions I laughingly imagine may actually exist but yalms away from where you found me napping. If I had known of Al-Zahal III's exploits sooner, I could well have saved myself the day of research. Even a children's book might have pointed me in the right direction. To achieve the impossible, one must needs be flexible of mind and look beyond conventional wisdom, a lesson I had already learned, but clearly not taken to heart. Archon Y'shtola and guests identified. Do you wish to proceed into the restricted archives? Yeah. Follow me if you would. Watch your step, and please note that the use of naked flames is discouraged. Flames in the nude. Voiced.
House Damia's notes are to be found anywhere, it will be here.
Oh my
Let us
gosh.
begin.
No, what is happening? I don't even know what that was just now. Today in a world not my own, I met the most beautiful void-born creature. She was so unlike her ravenous brethren, eyes blazing not with hunger, but trembling. Hold on, I'm sticking out a cracker. My candle's flame tree threatening to flicker out at any moment. I wonder if she is even the proper word. Such distinctions seemed inconsequential, insignificant even. All the matter is the love I feel for this exquisite transcendent being. Though you're tempted to read more, this does not seem to be the volume you were seeking. In the year 1564, the 6th astral era, the Amalja summoned Ifrit, their patron god. Accounts describe the being as a gigantic lizard-like being with a potent command for fire-aspected magics. If we consider that the primal summoning is the act fueled by the faith in prayer, it is unsurprising, if not expected, that the resulting deform entity should manifest the appearance and powers with which it is attributed by its worshippers. What then might emerge from the Aether should one who believes in an almighty omniscience attempt the same ritual? Would the scholar himself grace us with his presence, some other embodiment of divine sanctity? Could this man-made god truly be all-knowing, and if it were, where would such knowledge arise? I myself have many questions concerning the nature of the ancient world. With no spell to transport me back to days of old, could I instead summon a being possessed of encyclopedic wisdom from every age, yet with no means to verify its pronouncements? How could one be certain they were true? Let your mind your spins, the possibility to touch therein does not seem to be the volume you were seeking. The following pages detail an advanced method for manipulating rift-spanning apertures as devised by Nashuhan, the ninth. Represent these research notes, the faculty to show a same with the token of friendship, expression, and balanced admiration. Check it out. Yes, they show me. My apologies. I flipped open, but a single book was completely absorbed by its contents. Well done, Byleth. I think you may have found our prize. Yeah, this seems like it's gonna be voiced.
Yes, the ether signature is unmistakable. I've felt the traces of House Damia's resonance many times at the Great Work. Time to see what all the fuss was about. Among the ranks of the Voidsent, there exist entities with the power to call forth their brethren from beyond. The species known as Atomos, however, is uniquely prodigious in this regard. From its distended maw, it can expel an endless procession of void-born creatures, a talent which sorely tested the Radiant Host in its battles against these abominations. Surmising that the entity itself was acting as a void gate, we endeavored to capture a small specimen and subsequently examine its physiological structure. Our findings revealed that the Atomos had absorbed a planar fissure into its own flesh, which it could expand at will into a functioning gate. Upon further analysis, we identified an ethereal wave pattern emitted during this process. A pattern we were able to emulate by passing crystal-stored ether through a specially designed prism. We proceeded to embed said prism into an arcane simulacrum, thus completing what we have dubbed our artificial Atomos. How could I have been so blind to the possibilities? This species, not to mention its ability to summon void scent, has been discussed among academics for years now. Just before the advent of the 7th Umbral Calamity, we received reports of Atomos sightings from every corner of Eorzea. Surely you've at least heard the tales.
No. Oh, I guess I have.
And still, House Daemir went and built a mock Atomos of their very own. I'm not surprised the Archons consigned their work to a restricted archive. It was no easy task, but at last we've unearthed the volume we've been searching for.
Yeah.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tempted to stay longer. See what other forbidden titles might be lurking on these shelves? Ah, but that would be abusing the very special privilege we've been granted now, wouldn't it? Better not.
What is happening? Hello. Also, I think you're right with what you messaged me. I think those might be like primals of a form. Fortunately, we know that a Hainish alchemist who would be delighted to involve herself in the House Daemir project. Our business here is concluded for the moment. Please pass on our regards to the forum. Your message will be conveyed. Should you wish to indulge in more forbidden literature, I will be here. Patron mode disabled. Security mode engaged. Anything on Discord? Nope. Oh my gosh. Hold on, is the game good? Oh my heck. Ah, I hate when it gets like that. Maybe. We going to Razahan? Oh no, we're going right outside Razahan. Real quickly while I took a break, I spent like all my MGP. I got the new mount, like we talked about. But most importantly, I got this. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad they did that. And then I bought some of the stuff. I bought this. I bought this, and I'm all out, and I need to buy weapons. It's the sheath. It's the new sheath emote, and the one from the story. They made it an emote you buy at the Gold Saucer. Yeah. The Dark Knight one's real nice. So there are 2 separate emotes, each 100k. 100,000. Is that a K? I forget. Wait, what the heck? Are the other versions of the Mackay gear dyeable? What the heck? They are! Why is it... What? Why aren't the Gunbreaker Reaper versions dyeable? Lame. Okay, good. I couldn't remember. We're gonna go Dark Knight for these next few quests, because I love this new armor set I just made. The Mackay gear. So, you know how there's all the Mackay gear and they have like a specific set for each job, not just like by striking, fending, maiming. They have like a specific piece of gear, like armor set per job for the most part, except for I think like the casters and healers. They made a Reaper and Gunbreaker version that you for male and female that you can buy for MGP, and the MGP vendor is also selling the weapons from the PvP event, the whatever, I don't remember the name of it. The Makei? Makey? I don't remember the name of the event, or like the gear from it. It's literally the PvP event that's coming up. Yeah. Anyways, like the Gunbreaker Reaper versions of the armor for male and female and the weapons are buyable or up for purchase at the Golden Saucer. Estella tells me you're pursuing a most fascinating study and you want me to be a part of it. Yeah. I have no doubt you'll be interested. The research, this research log should speak for itself. And yeah, that includes like the little machinist pistol. Will it now? By the stars, this is the mark of the House Daimir. I never even knew such a work existed. Hello? You should. It was sequestered in Nomenon's restricted archives, after all. It was? But that means every word within is forbidden knowledge. A forbidden tome filled with forbidden research, and you put it right into my unsuspecting hand? I could hardly wait to read it. To think that the Daimir were developing such marvelous techniques so long ago. How many innovations have been lost over the centuries, I wonder? Now that you've glanced over the notes, what's the use to helping us build a new mock Atomos? I say yes, 1,000 times yes. Work on a Daimir project that had even the redoubtable scholars of Sharlayan trembling at their sandals. No alchemist of the great work could resist. You are a woman after my own heart. Oh, I suppose I should ask, what do you mean to do with this big-mouthed curriculum once you've built it? So there's a secret void gate, and it's sealed in the ruins of the bottom of the bounty. Today is a day of revelations indeed. If the purpose of our man-made Atomos is to expand this hidden portal, then I will need to see it for myself, I think. Manipulating rift-spanning apertures is not the sort of thing you want to attempt without first taking into account every single factor. Then by all means accompany us to the vault. I plan to lead us back there shortly, once we finish gathering the components I require. Sharlayan's markets provided the raw aquamarine and pure water crystals, but I might need help obtaining a small quantity of astrally infused water. For such a liquid, you need go no further than the font of Maya. The ascetics of old once favored the place for their meditations, and the water which pools there now is known to enliven the flow of aether. That sounds perfect. If you'd be so kind as to fill a flask at the pool, I will petition Ritra to join us. The idea I have in mind won't amount to much without his authority to command the Void Gate. Shall we be about it then? We meet back here anon. I'm honestly surprised like how much is happening after. I thought it was going to be do the dungeon and done. Like a little bit of story stuff, but then that's about it. Oh yeah, is Frontline... People are talking in a link shell I'm in. So Frontline's still up. I need to go do PV. I'm not gonna have time tonight by the time we do re-clears, unless we start too late. I haven't even done Crystalline or the Alliance raid. Surprised how long this story is taken. Give water. Where you at? Do you have the flask for me? Yes, take it. I'm done with it. See you soon. Yes, it's just if I say goodbye, Lith. I don't really want either of these. I guess I'll take Steel Speed. Water. Estinian seemed water. Seemed in need of a diversion, and we, in turn, may have need of his lands. Right then, now that our little party's assembled, let us make our way to the ruins. We will have need of Matsuya's boat again. Not this time. Once you shall inform me the destination, I arranged for a vessel to be made ready at Akiali. Your Excellency is ever the gracious host, shall we? Let's do Gunbreaker for the cutscenes. Someone's asking in one of the link shells how to write. Because it was portrait. Yeah. Let's see if they figured it out. Giving a tutorial right now. Oh, this is so exciting. Oslo's legacy to treat this truth like we've seen with my own eyes. All aboard for the treasure vault. As I say, this one is probably going to be voiced. Yeah, I'm gonna...
alone were impressive enough, but I never dreamed such a treasure lay hidden in the depths of the bounty.
Gonna grab something real quick.
I got some fruit roll-ups. I'm ready to vibe with my fruit snacks.
Ain't nothing gonna stop me from watching the crap out of this cutscene.
It may have been helpful to know this device existed, Your Excellency.
My apologies. The gate was a secret I shared with none but my closest advisors. I feared for what might happen should those with ill intentions learn of its existence.
What is it you're doing now?
There's something I wish to verify. The NOAA reports claim that a short stint into the void carries little risk of etheric imbalance. Should one suffer an injury, however, or if one's expedition drags on longer than intended, that risk becomes significantly greater. Graha theorized that a warding scale would confer protection from the void's corrupting influence. But I would prefer to test that hypothesis before we set foot in the 13th ourselves.
So, this is an experiment of sorts.
Yes, an experiment. Tell me, how would you go about testing the efficacy of the warding scale?
Just to me. Might as well go myself, say nothing, and look meaningfully. Send a familiar.
Very good. I see you've been paying attention. As Vritra sent his simulacrum, so too shall we rely on a familiar to bear the brunt of any unpleasant consequences. Now, a lowly imp can navigate a fissure, no matter how narrow. Which means an arcane entity of similar stature should be able to manage the same. I hadn't wanted it to come to this, but no other familiars will do, I'm afraid.
What's it gonna be? Frog? A broom? I'm guessing a frog.
I mislike the sound of that. What manner of fiend does she mean to summon?
From ocean rise and cloudbank form, from mountain spring and rainfall storm, from river flow and life be born. Water, froth and foam!
What? Oh, is it gonna be one of the little water cloud puff things?
Ready your arms. I fear she's been possessed.
Oh, come now. That was adorable.
Yep. Oh. Oh, she or stole it.
No, not my first choice. These familiars I conceived of as a child have the best chance of fitting through the gate. I only wish my younger self had considered a more dignified ending to the creation ritual.
She was so embarrassed. It's cute.
In any case, these two should serve us well. This one will bear a warding scale. And when they return from the 13th, we can observe how the talisman, or absence thereof, has affected the progress of the Void's corruption. If I could impose upon you to open the gate. Your Excellency?
Ah, yes, of course.
We should also be wary of void scent slipping through while we conduct our experiment. Estinian, you are to keep Nadana safe from harm.
As you say.
You had best be on your guard as well.
Oh, it's just a frothed foam. Dang it.
And we are glad for it.
Welcome, DJ.
Let us begin, shall
What
we?
movie? Dang it, why didn't I say frothing foam? I'm gonna have to go watch that back later.
Nixies, into the void.
Gosh, asked for me to write her profile because that's a thing now. Oh wait, you can do a saying? Do I have a saying on mine? How do I see mine? It's like Yep. Look at how good my profile looks, DJ. Look at how cute I am. Just giving a wave and a wink. Man, I'm awesome. So anyways, a silent voice. Is it new? It sounds kind of familiar. This one's probably not going to be voiced. It sounds familiar. I just can't, like, picture it. Oh, is this one voiced? Oh. Yeah, this one looks like it's voiced.
I think we've waited long enough.
I'm eating fruit roll-ups, by the way.
Nixies, return to my side.
You're voiced? Yes, you are. Oh. That one's a little scuffed. Oh. Aw. Poor thing.
Thank you, little one. You did well.
Poor thing. Its essence has been irrevocably warped.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
We're out of time. I must reseal the void gate.
Ew.
They're coming through!
Time to go. Big elephant.
In the name of Alzadal III, I bar this door unto the void.
Close one.
Well, that was a sharp lesson in the dangers of void gates.
I didn't get my chance.
And what of our experiment? I'd say the results speak for themselves.
Indeed.
The unprotected Nixie has suffered extensive etheric corruption. As Nidana observed, it's well on its way to becoming a void scent. The one merged with the talisman, however, appears unaffected. I sense no changes to its equilibrium.
Ooh.
Rest now, little ones.
You missed a Pog anime moment, DJ. You would have liked it.
Graha's theory was correct then.
So it would seem. But while our second familiar was untouched by void energies, the talisman itself shows signs of degradation.
Ooh.
It was, of course, originally designed to shield the soul from primal tempering. It stands to reason that etheric corruption of a different sort would affect it differently.
Make your bed?
We may need to modify the warding scale
Before you go to bed?
account for the 13th's uniquely unstable ether.
Oh. Like you just did laundry and shit.
You've said much of the Void's instability, but my imagination fails me. What manner of place is this broken world?
It's the 13th.
Ah, my apologies. I forget that not all of us spend our days sequestered in dusty archives. The 13th is a reflection of the source that was drowned in a flood of darkness.
It was a failed
In
rejoining.
Emmett Selk's own words, this tragedy was a result of the Ascians' attempts to force a rejoining. They erred in their haste, and made of that world a useless void.
They goofed.
You remember Unakalhai,
Oh!
the unusual child we met during our troubles with the Warring Triad.
Bonus stuff for
He
doing
explained
side quests!
The fate of the 13th thus. The champions of that ill-fated world used the stone known as Auracite to contain the power of primals. But those self-same heroes were gradually corrupted by the Auracite's bleeding energies, transforming into fiends with an endless hunger for ether. By the time anyone thought to oppose them, Light's strength had grown too feeble, and the balance of the 13th tipped into eternal darkness.
Fog
It
stuff
was
for doing side
Elizabeth,
quests.
as I recall, who rescued Unakalhai's spirit from his final battlefield. But I wonder if there were others whom the emissary saved from oblivion.
Uh-huh. Please tell me I get to talk about them. Yes. Oh my gosh. I can't believe this is coming up. I'm so happy. This is all information from a side quest that wasn't required or anything.
The server, Ciela, wasn't it? And you say she was another of Elidibus's pawns?
Hot elf lady.
I see. So Ciela, or rather Silva, was beguiled by the same dreams of heroism as Unakalhai. And what of your own experience? Will you tell us of what you observed during Noah's expedition? I can picture it now. The sunless Stygian expanse, infested with legions of ether-starved monstrosities. A void in every sense of the word.
What you have described in such lurid detail is exactly why I hesitate to encourage you.
But we gots to
Worry
do it.
not, great Vritra. Our journey into the 13th is but the first leg of a longer voyage. A voyage that shall lead us to other reflections, to new mysteries and discoveries. And I mean to be there every step of the way.
Yeah.
But first, I must focus on refining the warding talisman.
Then I can begin work on constructing an artificial Atomos. Or I could if I had the relevant manuals to hand. Might I be so bold as to request access to the Satrap's family archives? Your Excellency?
Oh, yes. That can be arranged. I will speak to my officials upon our return.
We will see you back in the city then.
Roll-ups are yummy. What bothers him so? He's probably thinking about his sister. Once Nidhana succeeds in replicating the mock Adamus, the door into the 13th will be ours to open. Will you be crossing the threshold alongside us? I realize this is more than my endeavor than yours. To be honest, I have no interest in visiting the void myself. Might we discuss this later? There's something I must do first. Why does everyone insist on being so secretive? I at least had good reason for not wanting to explain my Nixie ritual. Shall I proceed with our other preparations then? As we saw, the warding still can be effective at protecting the bearer from other sources of etheric corruption. Nevertheless, the talisman durability will need to be improved if it is to withstand the void's influence for a prolonged length of time. And I think that is a problem we can address without involving the brilliant but busy alchemists who created it. Who do we know who excels in this kind of structural augmentation? The Alligans? Perhaps they once did, but availing ourselves Alligans, I tend to do myself. Nay, I believe in more. Oh, really? Dang. Alright, Ironworks. So I recall said themselves no strangers to the void, and the void volatile energies. With the experienced hand at the helm, I have every confidence that the Ironworks can strengthen the warding scale. See some flexing. Yeah, that'll keep the dark. Yeah, that'll keep the void out. Come, let us visit the Operation Raugur's Reach and commission their best and brightest. Okay. Let's go, pretty lady. That's what my character said. Bob brings you to the Ironworks. We have a commission for you and your president. Actually, assuming he's available. Master Sid, certainly. I'll see if he has a moment free. Pleasure as always. I hear you have a job for us. Heading into the void to find a lost dragon. That sounds almost pedestrian compared to your last adventure. Honestly, I don't know if you could say anything that would surprise me after Meteon in that bloody mess. Alright, let's take a look at this talisman of yours. You said there were signs of degradation. It seems some manner of corrosion has set in around a scratch on its surface. Much as the void's corruption seeped into Nero through his wounds. In which case, our best bet may be to simply prevent the scale from being damaged in the first place. And how might we achieve that? We have a coating agent for strengthening trinkets and the like, but I'd be wary of applying any compound which might upset the scale's delicate alchemical balance. Far safer to dress it in armor. You did it. Good job, bruh. We'll construct a protective casting, one utilizing metal alloys with high etherical conductivity, so as not to impede the talisman's primary function. A suit of armor, as you say. Nero has compiled data on the 13th, so I'll have him pitch in with the design just to be sure. Is it in like a corner or something? If only it weren't such an ordeal to convince him to follow our safety protocols, I swear. I've never had a reckless employee. In any case, we may need time to untangle the particulars. Understandable. We know how busy your schedule is, and the final result will doubtless be worth the wait. Ha! The hard part will be ducking Jessie and her constant barrage of demands while we sneak about doing the fun stuff. We'll see what we can do. I think we can leave the rest in Cid's capable hands. Let's return to great work and see how Nidhana is getting on with the mock Adamus. I'm putting on a show just for you. See, but then you'd miss all the good bits. Like the whole last voice cutscene had that massive part. That was a huge reward for me for doing some side quests and reading through dialogue. A huge payoff. Such a cool way they tied it together. I was worried they were just going to leave this really cool piece of information and lore on a dead end because it wasn't part of the main quest, but no, they found a way to insert it. The only hard part is when I'm reading and all I'm eating stuff.
Stola.
Oh, thank goodness, his
The
voice.
adjustments are going well, I hope.
Tis a lengthy process, but the end is in sight, yes.
That's wonderful news. I myself had some good fortune searching through the Satrap's private records. What I found was a transaction log dated around the same period as when Alzadal's legacy was built. It included a purchase list of highly exclusive alchemical components, and I knew I'd discovered the key to making the artificial Atomos.
It's not an elephant, it's like a
I
person
then visited
with
the
elephant
High
qualities.
Crucible to commission the materials. After I'd explained my requirements, I was beset by volunteers insisting I allow them to help with the entire project.
What the heck?
The usual reaction to someone forcing open a void gate is to run for the hills. Harnish academics certainly are a different breed.
The alchemists of old were cut from a similar cloth. The unknown held no fear for them. Indeed, they were ever eager to seek new knowledge, regardless of the danger.
And were you not also fearless? Heedless even, in your determination?
My sire entered his dormancy before I was hatched. And so it was Ashdaya who kept my eggs safe and warm. It created a bond between us. Even long after I learned to fend for myself, I rarely strayed from her side.
There's one fruit breath. I'm trying to open his
She
scuff.
was my guardian, my sister, my dear companion. And not a single day passes that I do not mourn her absence. No matter how deep the darkness, I would not surrender my search. I promised myself the time would come when we would once more take to the skies together.
Oh, he's been reinvigorated.
But I am satrap now.
Oh no, he's not.
The Radiant Host is here to serve, Your Excellency.
Nabdeen, what is this about?
Sir Estinian told us of your predicament. For centuries you have protected Rads at Han, never showing your true self, hiding behind a curtain and living only in service to the people.
No, they good boys. Even though he looks really
Dedication
freaking pissed
meant
off.
more to us than your deceit, and so did we accept you as our rightful ruler. After all that you have sacrificed for this nation, did you imagine we would begrudge you your heart's desire? We survived the final days. We are a strong and proud people. We, the Radiant Host, will keep Thavnair safe in your absence.
Aw.
I am grateful for your loyalty and for your encouragement. And yet,
Now you listen to me, Varshan. You are wearing that face, after all. As I have told you before, you are a little brother to us all. And if you are family, then so too is your sister. We are there for you if you need us. But do not ask us to sit by and watch while you abandon a sibling you have ached to rescue for millennia.
This is a good cutscene.
We will succeed in opening the way. It is only a matter of time. All you need do is prepare to step through to the other side.
Your Excellency, I wanted to thank you for building the orphanage. It means so much that my sister and I will have a place to be together, safe and happy. And I
Dang.
hope that you and your sister can be together again too.
Estinian came in clutch. To protect them well, you must take heart. To protect them well, you must take heart. Because Estinian told them all to come here to encourage him.
take heart and protect them well. Such were the words I once said to you. And here I stand, failing to live up to them. If my heart is torn, I am fit to protect neither Ashdaya nor Radzadhan. My people, I have come to a decision. Vashan will depart Thavnair for a time. My dragon self will remain in the palace, but only to conduct the satrap's most essential duties. While I am focused on controlling this vessel, there may be matters that escape my attention. I rely on you, my trusted friends, to watch over one another until I return.
Take care and fair fortune, little brother. Many tears would be shed should you come to harm.
I would not dare make you cry.
Freaking Estinian. Just going around telling everyone. The biz nasty. You surprised me, Estinian. For a lone wolf, you've shown an unusual degree of, shall we say, involvement in helping Vitra reach this conclusion. Oh, there he is. It was for the greater good. The worm's thundering sighs were keeping his citizens awake at night, and had travelers believing the palace racked by an unnatural storm. Tuh. What of your own answer, then? You seem disciplined to venture into the void. When I was one with Nidhogg, his vengeful thoughts were my thoughts, his endless rage my rage, and the soul-chilling grief he nursed for Ratatosta's death. I could not wish such agony upon a foe, let alone a friend and ally. If there is a chance we can spare Vitra that pain, then I will follow you. An unusual crew we have there. Indeed, but perfect for our purposes, I should think. I'd rather not bother the Scions with aught less than a dire threat to the star. Now on to specifics. Unlike the first, where the flood of light was halted before its devastation was complete, 13th has been utterly submused by darkness. My plan as such is to explore the void in stages, withdrawing to safety after each brief foray. It would be more convenient had we had some manner of base camp nearer to the gate itself. One of the palace chambers should serve. Come, let us reconvene outside Megahaduta. Excuse me. Ooh, it's almost raid time. I just saw someone logged in. It's gonna be raid time soon enough, unless it gets canceled. I don't think that's the case. Oh wait, I'll watch this cutscene. Then it's game time. And so we will require suitable accommodations while we make something available for our guests. All the chambers are presently hosting a great mounds of treasure we carried from the vault. Once the Foundation's activities begin in earnest, however, we can redistribute the trove and make room or two ready for habitation. Good, please inform me when you've completed the arrangements. As you heard, we will have you settled in Megaduta in due time. As ever, you are most gracious, Your Excellency. Yourselves to aid me in my search for Azdaja, providing comfortable quarters is the least I can do. I only wish we knew more about our destination. The gods only know how long our explorations might possibly take, or what our chances of success might possibly be. Succeed or fail, I am grateful to you for convincing me to make the attempt. On that note, I will return to the great work and lend what help I can to Nidhana. If you've preparations to make ere we venture to the 13th, now is the time. Man, we're really going to the 13th in this patch? I don't know. I feel like something's going to go wrong when we try, and we're not going to go this patch. and use my armor and my lance, perhaps to train within Radiant Host to pass the time before we depart. Oh, or is this where it leaves off, and then we pick up on the next patch? You know what this means to me, Byleth, but my purpose need not consume you as well. We're headed to another world. Find what joy you can in the experience. For you are a traveler, adventurer at heart. This I know. Oh, and that was the whole theme of this patch. Oh my gosh, I need a tissue. Meanwhile, in the 13th. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. I already knew who it was, but oh my gosh. He's been completely merged to it. Hasn't he? Yep. Oh my gosh, that looks freaky.
And thus I am returned.
Or is it the Void Scent, just using...
This world, bereft of saviors.
Oh? Wait, returned? Is it Xenos talking or the Void? Let paths unwalked adventurers spur, pulses quicken, spirits stir. See, is that the void? Is that the void creature or him talking though? That's my question. Because either that means that Xenos visited the 13th at some point using his fake echo, or the Void Sworn is just kind of taken over his body and appearance. But it is raid time, which means I'm going to edit the title real quickly.